Hello, this is Ella. Today we're going to do another really fun and easy to do craft. Let me shut off the light for a moment and show you. We are going to make this pressed flower jar or lantern. It's very easy to do. It's with a yogurt jar, fairy lights inside, pressed flowers, some Mod Podge, and some twine. Look how nice that lights up, but it's very easy to do. Oh, look, I'm back in the daylight. Here it is. So what we're going to need is some Mod Podge. And this video is affiliate linked to Amazon. I do have affiliate links down below in the description. And you can even put your Mod Podge in a little container like this, but it's this kind of Mod Podge. Have a good sized brush and some cute little jars. You can just have plain glass, but I have an affiliate link, of course, down below of the little yogurt jars that I picked out. Some of them came with plastic on it, but this one has a cork on it, and you can decorate it or do whatever with it, and then just have your usual twine to wrap around the end, and then press flowers. You can choose all kinds of different pressed flowers. Well, looky here, we're back. I thought I was recording before and it did not work out. So what I meant to start out is you want to put a small layer of Mod Podge down first on your jar. And you're going to layer the large pieces to smaller pieces. Example, like this. You can see this has layers of large to smaller we put on top. And some of these pieces might be a little bit too large. I said you can take a little bit of scissors and you can give a little trim. You can make the pressed flowers go a little bit further. You can also pick these up by hand if you want, or you're welcome to use tweezers. Just depends what works. And then when you add, and then you'll want to add another layer of Mod Podge on top of it. It does not need to be thick at all. You actually want it to be thin so it'll dry quicker. Just put it on top of it, but go from the center on out. Just go the center on out on doing this. See, some of this is already drying. Then I'll put down a little bit right here. And we'll go for the next flower. We'll try this guy. You can overlap it a little bit if you want. Makes it an interesting design. Said you don't need a lot of Mod Podge on it, otherwise it's going to take forever to dry. Add another little flower. Just go from the center on out. Push out on the petal to help hold it down. Some of these pieces might be a little hard to keep down, so you might have to add something on top of it in order to keep it down, or just, yeah, because this one's, see, this one's sticking up just a little bit. And then we'll add in maybe some some smaller pieces, like this little guy. Kind of looks like a dandelion or like a little firework. See if we can keep them on there. Might be a little tricky. Sometimes you might have to hold it down while you're trying to add Mod Podge to it. All Mod Podge is basically some form of glue that will eventually dry clear. You can see some of it's already drying clear here, but it gives a little of a stained glass kind of look. And when you're designing this, it's kind of like maybe putting together like a little bouquet. Not exactly like a bouquet, but you start out with your greenery and then you add layers to it. On this jar, you can just kind of work around however you want it to look. And you might have some pieces that hang off the edge. As I said, just give it a little trim. And then it gets tricky sometimes. Add a little Mod Podge on top of it, help glue it down. And I said some pieces are going to stick out, and that's where some of these flowers come in handy. You just add a little flower on top of it, and you can hide that edge. Maybe. I put a little too much in that section. It happens. And these are real pressed flowers when you order them from Amazon. There are a variety of colors that come in some of these packs. I particularly like this turquoise one. It makes it nice. Let's get a little tricky. You see, we already covered about 1/4 of the jar. And then we have the rest of this on the back side to complete. But it does, yeah, it can get a little sticky if you don't watch where your fingers are. But see how easy it kind of shines through? Quickly dries, I think. Like within the whole project, I'd say will dry within 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes tops, depending on your humidity level of where you live. But it's a fairly quick little project and it looks really nice. You can add it to a centerpiece for like an outdoor barbecue or even a wedding reception, you know, especially when you add the little fairy lights inside of it. Makes it look really adorable. Or just any kind of little get together where you need a quick, simple little centerpiece or tablescape. It'll quickly dry. Here's another example. I have like a red, orange red, and just dries fairly quick. And the little fairy light So the link will be in the description below. Fairy lights are really cute. You can add those in there. Shut them on, turn them on, add the little cork on it. Maybe. Then you add the twine around it a couple of times and make a little bow. And it turns out really cute. And if you do not want to do fairy lights, there are the battery operated lights. Let's see if I have one here. These work just as well. Okay, here is the final result. After it dried, we added the twine around it, added in the little fairy lights, and look how amazing that looks. And then here is a battery operated light. See how nice that would look if you were out on a back deck or a low lighting situation. It looks very nice. And here it is in normal lighting. See how fast it dried? Still looks really nice in dim lighting or regular lighting. So, all right. Ask me any questions in the comments below. Thanks.